Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about something. I apologize, my voice is going to jump in and out because I'm using my small handheld in here, and I hope this turns out. This is the solar setup I purchased just a couple months ago at $408.51. Now, the way they keep talking, solar's supposed to be going down in price, but unfortunately, it's not. It is actually going up. Now, I want to talk to you about what I'm doing with the camper trailer real quick, and what we just purchased to finish working on the roof and everything else. I said on my last video it would be a couple weeks before I got anything because of the money situation. Now, once again, this is the last solar system I purchased like 2 months ago, I believe it was. The other 400 watt setup. Let me see if I can get everything in here. I apologize, I have to back this camera out. Alright, I apologize if this is out of frame and out of focus. It's kind of hard for me to do this with this little handheld in the house. But I want to talk to you. This is the solar setup that I purchased, like I said, a couple months ago at $408.51. Now, the price of solar is absolutely going up. So I want to show you, once again, what we just purchased for me to work on the trailer and what else we got. Okay, I apologize, I keep having to get in the way here because the camera's way back here. This is Dicor lap sealant. I purchased 2 4-packs of Dicor lap sealant. That's the self-leveling RV sealant. The reason I purchased 2 4-packs is I need to finish putting it on the patch I put on the camper roof. Once I do that, I want to go over every seam and every seal with this to make sure the camper does not start to leak. Now, I just ordered this yesterday, May 28th. Today is the 29th. So it'll take probably a couple weeks to get here. But I said once we got the money, I would get this so I could finish up the roof patch. And I do want to go over every inch of the roof that has where it needs a seal. Alright? Now, we also have something else. Once I got the Dicor down and everything sealed, we're going to use a rubber roof coating over the roof. 1 gallon of rubber roof coating will probably put on 3 coats on the roof I have out there. It's that small. And we do already have the rubber roof coating. I will show that to you. And that way you can see it. But we did purchase something else, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Let me show you the rubber roof coating. Alright, that was rubber roof coating. Once I have the Dicor down and everything's sealed, all the seams are sealed, everything's sealed up, I will be putting probably 3 coats of that rubber roof coating up there to make sure it does not ever leak again. Dicor, what you're seeing there, it sets up and becomes waterproof in around 4 hours, but it actually takes 30 days for this to dry. So don't just put this stuff up on your roof and expect to go over it with something, because you're just going to rip it right back up, okay? Now, what else we purchased yesterday is something else that I already do have. And the reason I purchased something else instead of buying more stuff for the camper trailer is the price is going up on something. Now, solar's supposed to be going down in price, but since the last solar setup I bought, like 2 months ago, this exact same solar setup has gone up $20. and I'll show that to you. So, in like 2, 3 months, I believe it's been around 2, 3 months since I bought my last solar setup. This is from the exact same people. This is the exact same solar setup that I just got a couple months ago, and it is raised in price $20 in like 2 months. So, when I saw the price of these was going up, I decided to jump on them. I'm like, you know what? We cannot wait on this. We can wait on other things. I did find an RV toilet that I will be purchasing. It's around $90, $100, something like that. I did have my girlfriend go out to the camper, and how she told me she wants the camper is she wants to deep freeze, the mini fridge, a shower, a toilet, and the beds, a place for her computer, a place for the TV. You know, basically necessity stuff. The microwave, everything else she wants out of the camper. She doesn't want the wood stove in the camper. She doesn't want the washer and dryer in the camper. So all that's having to go in my van. Um, but you know, if you have a girlfriend, you always listen to the girlfriend. I mean, trust me on this. So, and I did order 400 more watts of solar. And they're going, all right, right now, once you get these, you'll have 1,200 watts of solar panels. That's a huge cost for a charger controller and all the cables hooking everything together. You're right. That's why I'm not going to do it. For me to hook all these up, each one of these 400 watt panels has its own charger controller, a 30 amp charger controller. Each one of those charger controllers has a load that I can run stuff off of during the day, such as a small DC to AC inverter, a fan, even our 12 volt coffee pot. So it will not pull out the batteries. The deep freeze and the mini fridge are still going to be on timers, so they will not use as much power. Now, if all we have is the deep freeze, mini fridge, say the TV, her computer, and maybe a laptop running, and maybe I don't know, a couple of LED lights, with 1,200 watts, we could definitely run all that. But I still want everything on timers because I still have to run the water pump. I still have to run the washer and dryer. I'm not too much on running the dryer off of solar. It is possible, but to do that, I would have to get probably 6 more batteries, and that's not a cost we want to spend on. So I'm trying to keep the cost down. But if you need solar, a lot of it, it makes way more sense to buy a bunch of these small systems. You know, make sure they're all like 400 watts, the same panels and everything else, and hook them all up to a single bus bar. Now, each one of these is only putting out 30 amps. But with what I'm running, that's 1,200 watts, and even if it only takes in 30 amps, because all 3 charger controllers are 30 amps, that's going to be plenty to charge my batteries. especially what little stuff we have running off of them. All right, so we did order more solar. Hopefully you can see everything. Hopefully you can hear everything. I did record a video using my large camcorder, and unfortunately my camcorder really hates this big TV. It puts little dots everywhere, all over, like fuzzy, sparkly dots when I use that. So hopefully this turns out. Anyway, this is the latest update on what I've been getting for the camper and for our use. Another 400 watts of solar, plus the 8 tubes of Dicor. And once it comes in, I'll talk about all that. I did find another roof, not roof leak, but another leak. It's where the lights are on the camper, that are really high up. The lights are not sealing properly, and it is leaking right there at the light fixtures. I will have to seal them and fix them. So that's where some of that water's coming in. Right now, if I went out and got on top of my trailer, you would see standing water, because the roof itself right now is not leaking, but I want to make sure it never leaks. So that's why I ordered all the Dicor. Alright, anyway, I'm fixing to go. Remember, the solar price on this went up $20. It is now $428.51 for the 400 watt kit. And this is one of the cheapest kits I could find out there. And I've already shown this kit in one of my videos, because this is the exact same set that I just got in like 2 months ago, 2-3 months ago, whatever. So if you want to see what this looks like, go check that video out. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. This is an update on what we're getting now. And if you want solar, instead of spending, you know, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000, if you have an off-grid situation or an off-grid home, if you buy a bunch of smaller solar setups and link them all together, or even just all the charger controllers together onto a bus bar and feed that into your battery bank, that will save you a great deal of money. I mean, a great deal. If you have an old camper you're fixing up, this is one of the cheapest ways to get solar for your camper, is buy smaller kits. But I would go no less than a 400 watt kit, at least 400 watts, to run, you know, like a mini fridge. And just remember, your solar panels do absolutely nothing except for charge your battery bank, and your battery bank is what powers your appliances through an inverter, if you have AC appliances. So think about that when you're sizing your solar setup, how much power you're going to need. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. I apologize for really nothing moving on the screen. Let me show you the rubber roof coating again, unless I already did. I think I did. And that 1 gallon right there was not cheap either. I mean, oh geez, that was like $75 or something just for that gallon. So if you're getting an old camper and you need to do work on the roof, it's going to cost a lot of money. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. I appreciate everybody watching, and this is just an update on what I've been doing, the things I've ordered recently. You can see the order date, May 28, 2021. Today is the 29th. I ordered all this yesterday. Anyway, I'm fixing to go, and everyone have a good day. And hopefully, if you're going into solar, you can find a real good deal on it. But like I said, the cheap kits, if you can buy 2 or 3 cheap kits. You could even link all the panels together if you wanted to and buy a larger charger controller. Or you can use each one of these individually and hook them up to one bus bar and then feed that into your battery bank, which is what I'm going to do. Alright, that's it. Everyone have a good day. Bye.